another one.
All right, this one says, hello to all experienced QA engineers and QAs. What are your recommended tech tools, or what are your recommended tech or tools that is a must to have in our industry? I'm a manual QA that wants to upskill, but I'm not sure where to start. I appreciate all your inputs and suggestions. Software industry and quality engineering. All the information you will ever need. Subscribe to Tech Coach Ralph today. All right. All joking aside, I do want you to subscribe, but the recommended tech or tools. So many. But let me see, where do I want to start this, right? Let's start with business tools, right? Like day-to-day type work. You want to get familiar with Jira, right? You can get a free subscription to Jira, like, so you can practice like creating stories, creating subtasks, all that. If you're familiar with that, you will be able to pretty much, just about almost every company uses Jira, right? So you can jump in and know what's going on. So I think it's super important for you to get familiar with Jira, because most companies use Jira, right? So that's from the like day-to-day business processes stuff, right? Now, what do you need for let me just check this through. Make sure we're good. Give me 1 second. Make sure we're still good. All right, we're good. All right, cool. Perfect. All right, just want to make sure we're still good on the stream. So, now for automation, right? You would want to use, all right, you'd want to use depending on the environment that you work in. If you work in a Python environment, then Selenium for Python. If you're doing Java, then learn Java. So for a tech stack, right? For automation, you'd want to go with Selenium. If you're in Java, you're going to want to learn about TestNG, Bonnie Garcia's WebDriver Manager. What else are we using? For APIs, rest assured, right? This is all in Java stack, right? And there's others, like there's like the POI, so you can use Excel and stuff like that. There's a few others, but I would say that's the basic. And there we do have videos where we configure, like where we write tests in Java and in Python. But if you're on the Python side, Selenium as well. You'd want to get a decent WebDriver manager. There's a few of them out there, but the WebDriver manager, it prevents you from having to do a whole bunch of manual setup, managing binaries. Like you definitely want to, like, you want to get familiar with APIs. With Python, they have it built in for request package that you can do API tests on, APIs on there. So I would say get familiar with the Selenium grid. It is very helpful using Selenium grid because it doesn't take over your whole computer. Definitely get familiar with Postman. So or something similar to Postman or Postman. So you can like practice doing API tests. Very important because APIs are used all over the place now, right? So you want to get involved in API tests. Let me see what other tools that I use. So I'm a more advanced QA engineer, so I use Docker on a regular basis. Find some, like, I would say to, what other tech there is? Like there's so much tech out there, but those are the ones that I use on a regular basis, right? I use Jira every day. I use Docker just about every day. I use Selenium every day. I would say get familiar with if you're doing Java, like in IntelliJ. Some people use Eclipse. I'm not. I used to use Eclipse like a very long time ago, but after I saw the light, I went over to the world of IntelliJ. If you're doing Python, my good friend Andrew swears by I can't even remember the name because he swears by VS Code, but I'm more of a PyCharm type person. But whatever IDE you use, that's all on you to use. So, but like get familiar with the IDE because the thing is like as you try to move up, you're going to have to be able to articulate yourself, and you want to be fluent in these conversations. You don't want to be like struggling and stuttering and not knowing really what you're talking about. Like you want to be comfortable. So that's why I always say practice, 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 practice here, practice with Tech Coach Ralph, practice at home, practice. And then when you get on the court, on the job, you can shine. All right. So that's that. I can probably come up with a better comprehensive list of that. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll come up with a list and maybe put it on the website on what is a good tech stack and tools that you should know if you want to upskill. But those are the ones that I use on a regular basis. I'd say like it's not like you have to get familiar with all of them at the same exact time, but it's something that you definitely want to look into, and it'll definitely impress your employers, and it will put you on a upward trajectory. All right. So that is that. Thank you for that amazing question.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.
Enigmatic Joker.